Y'all all remember the story of the Turpin 13 siblings, right? Whose biological parents were sentenced in 2019 after abusing them, locking them up in prison, and them refusing to feed them for days at a time. It runs the gamut, is BS, right? So here's the thing, okay? I have a sad update for 6 out of the 13. Based on the story that's about to pop up, they were all put in separate foster homes. 6 of the siblings were just abused again. The 6 that were put in this home, I'm not real sure where the others went because I just didn't have the stomach to finish this article. So they got put in a foster home with the father, mother, and then also this couple's eldest child, a daughter, also would show up, I think, from time to time. I'm unsure if she still lived with her parents. Well, this piece of crap of a foster father, the way he treated these 6 kids, because yes, 6 of them were just abused again because they were put in the same foster home, just got sentenced to, think it's 7 years in prison for false imprisonment, lewd acts on a child, and injuring a child. And mind you, those 6 siblings were not the only foster kids of the 13. He had 6, and then a few more foster kids. Once he is out of prison, he will have to register as a sex offender for the rest of his life. Thank God. I don't want to know what lewd acts on a child are. Because I don't think he just abused the Turpin children. I think they abused every foster kid that lived in the house. Well, apparently the wife and grown daughter got in it too. But they only got off on 6 years of probation. Riddle me that one, Batman. How did that happen? Again, y'all know how I take these stories, and I always take them in a direction that you're not going to go, or expecting me to go, I mean. So I'm going to hit on 2 things that I take. Hopefully I was able to put the story in the link. Again, sometimes the Daily Mail refreshes before I can go. Number 1, Cinderella was a cautionary tale. We watched that. We see the happy ending with the prince. But in reality, we know the ending doesn't go that well for everyone. That was just as much a cautionary tale of bloodlines. And again, I've said before, if you are a person that's a step parent and you wanted to be a step parent and you're good and you don't abuse that child, hats off to you. Okay. If you are a foster parent and you loved all your foster children and you ultimately end up adopting them, I've seen those videos. They're so heartwarming. Hats off to you. For you pieces of crap that mistreat these kids, I don't have a lot good to say to you. So this rant is for those people, okay, who mistreat the children. It is easy for you to detach from a person in your household when that person is not of your bloodline. A person can put up a pretty act and a pretty face and be an entirely different person, okay? Because when you look at this couple, they look like an unassuming regular couple who you think never in a million years would do this. But looks are deceiving, right? We've known that by now. And 6 years probation for those other 2, derelict at best. I just want to save my wife and daughter, so I did most of it, la la la. You think you're being noble. Now, of course, he'd be noble to his wife and his grown daughter who actively participated because he married her and that daughter is his bloodline. See, the 6 Turpin siblings of the 13 that went to live with him plus the other foster children are not his bloodline. So whatever lewd acts this McNasty did, he had no qualms about it because he can detach from them because they're not of his bloodline. Number two, if it's true that people in certain states or all states get paid to foster, understand that the paycheck is more of the motivation for some of these people than actually being a decent parent to these children. These kids are like a walking ATM machine to these people. They don't have to have an emotional attachment to you because they know you would have to give CPS a good reason to go out to the house. And even then, those people are so stressed out that they can miss things or see something tiny and see it as trivial and not realize at the time the magnitude of it. And then this child with their big bright eyes, seeking help, seeking refuge, will know that the system failed them. And then when they get grown and they age out of the system, oh, you grown now. You just throw them out to the wolves, and you don't understand why they resort to desperation to live at the expense of others. This is the United States. How can this still be happening? If we're going to save these kids and people are going to give paychecks to households, there need to be better oversight. And there needs to be a genuine feeling that those children are going to be somewhere safe and not have to worry about their safety. This is just messy.